everyone, my name is Simran and I am going to teach you mathematics. Students, in the last class we have started the exercise number 2.3's questions and we have already practiced the first 4 questions of exercise number 2.3. So today we will be discussing the rest of the questions of exercise number 2.3. Okay, that is from question number 5 to the question number 8. Alright students, so let's start with the question number 5. What is the question number 5? Okay. So it is Sally plants 4 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between 2 adjacent saplings is 3 upon 4 meter. Okay. Find the distance between the first and the last sapling. Okay. What this question is saying students, Sally is planting saplings. Okay. Suppose for example this is a sapling. Okay. This is the first sapling. This is the second sapling. This is the third sapling and this is your fourth sapling. Alright students, and in this question it is said then the distance between 2 adjacent sapling is 3 upon 4 meter and the question is demanding find the distance between the last and the first sapling. Okay, so you have to find the distance between these two. Okay, and in these two what is the distance? This is the gap of 1 sapling, gap of 2 sapling and gap of 3 saplings. Alright students, so the gaps that are occurring in this 1, okay students, 2, okay students, and this 3. Okay, so the number of gap is 3, like 1, 2 and 3. 3 upon 4, 3 upon 4 and 3 upon 4 each. So the adjacent gap, okay, of the 2 sapling is coming out as 3 upon 4, 3 upon 4 and 3 upon 4. Alright students, so in this question we will be discussing about the sapling gap, what is the distance between the first and the last sapling. Okay, and if we know that the adjacent gap between 2 consecutive or 2 adjacent sapling is 3 upon 4, so what is the gap between first and fourth? Okay, so this gap 1, this gap 2 and this gap 3. Alright students, so it is 3 number of gaps. Okay, so let's do the question. Gap between 2 consecutive or adjacent sapling, that is 3 upon 4 meter, and we have seen already that for finding out the first and last sapling's gap we need to find the gap of 2 consecutive into 3 times. So for the first and last sapling the adjacent or the sapling are coming 3 times. Okay, first, second, third and third, fourth. Alright students, so we will do the gap of 3 saplings. Okay, that is equals to 3 into 3 upon 4 meters. Alright students, multiplying the numerators together, 3 into 3 upon 1 into 4, that is 9 upon 4. Alright students, so this is 9 upon 4 meter. You can also write it in the mixed fraction. What is that? 9 divided by 4, that is 9 into 2 is equals to 8, 1 is the remainder. Okay, so the mixed fraction will turn out to be the quotient, then the remainder and the divisor. Alright students, so it can be 1 upon 4 meters. Okay students, so the distance between the first and the last sapling is 1 upon 4 meters. Alright students, so this is your 5th question. Okay, now we will discuss the next question, that is question number 6. What is it? Lipika reads a book for 3 upon 4 hours every day. Okay, she is reading 3 upon 4 hours daily. Okay, she reads the entire book in 6 days. She is reading the entire book in 6 days and per day she is reading 3 upon 4 hours. Okay, so how many hours in all were required by her to read the book? Okay, so you have to find out the total hours in which she is reading the complete book. Okay, so she is reading, Lipika reads in 1 day 1 3 upon 4 hours, okay. And Lipika reads in 6 days will be equal to 1 3 upon 4 into 6, okay. 1 into 4 is equals to 4. 4 plus 3 is equals to 7. So, 7 upon 4 into 6 upon 1, okay. 7 into 6 upon 4 into 1, that is 42 upon 4, okay. Now, we can divide that on the table of 2. This is 21 and this is 2, okay students. So, hours. So, Lipika is reading the total book, okay. She will read the whole book in 21 upon 2 hours, okay. Students, you can also have this as the mixed fraction, okay. So, 21 upon 2, 1, 2 into 1 is equals to 2, then 1 is the like this, 1, 2 into 0 is equals to 0 and 1 is remainder, alright students. So, 10, 1 upon 2 hours, alright students. So, Lipika will complete the book in 10, 1 upon 2 hours, alright students. So, this is your question number 6. Now, we will see the question number 7. What is it? A car runs 16 kilometers using 1 liters of petrol, okay. How much distance will it cover using 3 upon liters of petrol? If a car is traveling 1 liter, okay, if a car is traveling on 1 liter of petrol, then it is covering how much distance? 12 kilometers. This question says that if a car is running on 1 liter of petrol, then it is running 16 kilometers, alright students. Then you have to find out how much kilometers will it travel if it is pulled with 3 upon 4 liters of petrol, okay. So, we have to find out how much distance will it cover using 3 upon 4 liters of petrol, okay. So, car is traveling, car runs in 1 liter of petrol, that is 16 kilometer, right. So, car runs in 3 upon 4 liters of petrol, which is equal to 16 into 3 upon 4, alright students. Convert it into the improper fraction. 2 into 4 is equals to 8, 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. So, 16 into 11 upon 4, okay. Now, students, 16 is in the numerator and 4 is in the denominator. You can write this 16 as 4 into 4, right? You can write it like this and this as this. 4 and 4 will cancel out by each other, okay. So, it is 4 into 11 upon 1. So, this is 44 kilometers, alright students. So, this is 44 kilometer, okay. So, how much distance will the car travel in 3 upon 4 liters of petrol? By 44 kilometers, alright students. So, this is your 7th part. Now, we will see the last question of your exercise, that is question number 8. What is it? First part of it is having 2 parts and next the second part is also having the 2 parts. So, first question, provide the number in the box such that 2 upon 3 into what is equals to 10 upon 30. So, 2 upon 3 into what is equals to 10 upon 30. Students, what should be multiplied with 2 so that the answer can be 10? 2 into 1 is equals to 2, 2 into 2 is equals to 4, 2 into 3 is equals to 6, 2 into 4 is equals to 8 and 2 into 5 is equals to 10, okay. So, 2 into 5 is equals to 10, alright students. And what should be multiplied with 3 so that the answer can be 30? So, 3 into 10 is equals to 30, okay. So, the box will be having the value 5 upon 10, alright students, 5 upon 10, okay. You can also do it like you do not know the value of box, okay, but you know that this is in multiplication, okay. So, you can keep the box as it is and take it in the division. So 20 upon 30 divided by 2 upon 3, alright. So 10 divided by 2 and 30 divided by 3. So it is 5 upon 10, alright students. Clearly the same thing that we have done. So this is your first part students. The next part, the simplest form of the number obtained in box. The number obtained in the box is 5 upon 10, right? And its simplest form. What is the simplest form students? Simplest form is the lowest form, okay. So if 5 upon 10 is the box number, then what is its simplest form? The number, the fraction in which no common factor should be there between the numerator and the denominator. Clearly 5 into 1 is equals to 5 and 5 into 2 is equals to 10. So 5 and 5 both can be cancelled out from one another, okay. So it can be 1 upon 2, okay students. So this is 1 upon 2, alright. So the simplest form of the number obtained above is 1 upon 2, alright students. So this is your first part, okay, A part. Now we will discuss the B part. What is that? Provide the number in the box such that 3 upon 5 into this box is equals to 24 upon 75. What should be multiplied with 3 so that the answer can be 24? 8. 3 into 8 is equals to 24. And what should be multiplied with the 5 so that the answer can be 75? So 5 into 15 is equals to 75. So the number can be 15. Also you can do this question as 3 upon 5 into the box is equals to 24 upon 75, right students? Now keeping the box as it is, you can take this thing as the division, okay, other side. 24 divided by 75 divided by 3 upon 5. So this is 24 divided by 3 upon 75 divided by 5. So 24 divided by 3 is equals to 8 and 75 divided by 5 is equals to 15. So you can also solve this question by this method, alright students. So now we will discuss the next question. The simplest form of the number obtained in the box is, the box number is 8 upon 15, right? 8 upon 15. So the simplest form of the number obtained above is, clearly students, 5, 15 and 8 has nothing in common, okay. The factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. And the factors of 15 is equals to 1, 3, 5 and 15, right. So they have nothing in common. So the simplest form of the number obtained in the box, that is 8 upon 15, is itself, that is 8 upon 15, alright students. So this was all about the exercise number 2.3 students. I hope that you all will practice this exercise at your home. So students, do practice. Till then, we will meet in your next class and starting the new exercise, that is the exercise number 2.4's introduction. Okay students, till then do study at your home, do practice. Have a nice day all of you. Bye-bye.